Stop all the clocks, cut off the telephone. Prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone. Silence the pianos and with muffled drum. Bring out the coffin, let the mourners come.
Let aeroplanes circle moaning overhead, scribbling on the sky the message, he is dead. Put crepe boughs round the white necks of the public doves. Let the traffic policemen wear black cotton gloves.
He was my north, my south, my east and west. My working week and my Sunday rest. My noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong.
The stars are not wanted now, put out every one. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun. Pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood. For nothing now can ever come to any good.
Introduction. Stop All the Clocks, also known as Funeral Blues, is a powerful and moving poem by W.H. Auden. Written, the poem was penned for a close friend of the author who had passed away. Years later, the poem gained worldwide fame when it was recited in the 1994 film 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Context. The poem was written during a time of great change and uncertainty in Europe on the eve of World War II. Auden, a British poet and playwright, was deeply affected by the loss of his friend and the atmosphere of fear and uncertainty that pervaded the era.
Analysis of language. The poem begins with the famous line, "Stop all the clocks," an image that evokes the idea that time should stand still in respect for the dead. The language is simple yet powerful, and Auden uses metaphors and vivid imagery to describe the pain and loss.
For example, cut off the telephone and prevent the dog from barking are images that convey the idea that even the natural world should be silenced in respect for the dead.
Theme of loss and mourning. The poem is a profound exploration of loss and mourning. Auden describes the pain of losing a loved one and the sense of emptiness and desolation that remains after death. The poem also touches on the idea that death is an inevitable part of life and that we must learn to accept it.
Conclusion. Stop All the Clocks is a poem that continues to resonate with readers to this day. Its powerful language and profound exploration of loss and mourning make it one of the most moving and memorable poems in literature. If you haven't read it yet, it's time to stop the clocks and allow yourself to be touched by this masterpiece of poetry.
The Funeral Blues.